Hey. She's I'm here. How you doing? Good evening, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome to Work It Out Wednesday. I had to miss the last live because I was working. You better work. My dosage exam is next Tuesday. Ah, really? What's on it? I ain't worried about you, Mimi. You've been here how long? I know you know something. I know you know something. Girl, I don't know. They threw it at us and said, here. Oh my gosh. Hey, Kevin. How you doing, my guy? I missed you tonight. I've been in these streets heavy today. Heavy. I just got home like maybe mm, 20 minutes ago from being gone since like 6 o'clock this morning. We didn't have a professor, so hopefully it's easy. Whoa, how did they do that? I didn't stream today. Busy, busy, busy. Today with some church stuff. Okay, I thought I missed you. All right. Cool, cool. Thank you for the rose. Look, I understand, sir. Life be lifing. I mean, lifing. I'm here and I finally have gotten it. Thank God for you. Thank you, Chanel. I'm so excited. Y'all just don't know. Like I've been folks just been writing me back all week and telling me how they passed. I had two people who like are done with school, and I mean I'm just almost just a blobbery mess because I'm so emotional. And I'm just so excited. Y'all, that's awesome. Yeah. All right. We gonna start this thing off right. Just a moment. Let everybody come on in the room. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's rendition of Work It Out Wednesday. I am Nursey, a Blessed RN. If you don't know me, I help students with dosage calculations. I go live on Sunday night and Wednesday night. And guess what, y'all? Guess what, y'all? Guess what it is? What? Me and Jakar Lewis, us together, she and I are coming on Monday night, all right, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And we're going to tag team this thing. We're going to duel it out with T's math, with decimals and fractions and T's math, and then I'm gonna come up in that thing with some dosage math, and we're gonna tie it together, give you a firm foundation so that you can start this semester off right. Okay, I'm so excited about it. Y'all go check her out. She's on TikTok, T's math test prep, and it's a goat by it. So she's the goat. And then her name is Jakara Lewis, if you can't find it under that. Or her YouTube channel, her name is Jakara Lewis. So she's got plenty of math stuff. I mean, yeah. Hey Nelly, how you doing? All right, y'all right. So how are y'all feeling? I know somebody's got a test coming up on Tuesday. And is anybody new here? Is everybody a repeat person? And y'all, if you aren't following my good friend Kevin, um, he's in the chat. You should see him. Say something, Kevin. He is going to break down those nursing school questions for you. He's an NCLEX strategist, author, um, veteran. I mean, just we out here trying to do the Lord's work with this mentoring and helping nursing students. So the boot nurse Kevin, NCLEX coach, he's gonna help you break down those questions. So if you're not following him, follow him too. Yes. Hey Candace, I'm good. Hey D, I'm doing all right. I'm doing as well as I can. I'm hanging in here. It's been a long day. Third time a charm on YouTube. I'm learning this math finally. Y'all, I'm so excited. I followed him, got my paper and pencil ready for tonight. Okay, well, let's do it then. Hey, Jizzy. Well, so, okay, if you're new or if you're repeat, it doesn't matter. Let me know. RN, LPN, Bridge, Associate, Accelerated. Y'all with these accelerated programs, I'm scared of y'all because it just goes too fast. Nursing school is already hard enough for me. And then you want to go and do an accelerated path? I'm like, woo, all right. Get it, get it. I'm not knocking nobody. If you could do it, do it. All right, so I'm going to start casting this and we'll get started. We start off with some easy peasy, lemon squeezy metric conversions, and then we'll get into some harder things. And if you have not been here before, I use dimensional analysis. I will break it down via other methods. Just put it in the chat and we can do that. But I really push dimensional analysis because you can do your dosage problems the same way every single time. And I don't even say we're doing math, we're solving puzzles. I use puzzle pieces and we use this analogy of solving a puzzle so that we set our equation up so that it looks like the picture on the puzzle box. Okay, so yeah, I'm starting the LPN program in August. How excited! RN program in September. Hey, see, I got accepted in the LPN school. Hey, start September the 3rd. Okay, all these LPNs, RNs, I love it. Nurses do. Sometimes we have med students too. So, like, who all do we have in here? Pharmacists have come in here. Respiratory therapists. All kind of healthcare professions. So, all right, me and Mr. Carver, we're gonna chill out. Boom. All right, so like I said, dimensional analysis, okay? So just like in real life, okay? When you pour out a puzzle piece or a puzzle in a box, right? It's got a picture on there. So that's what's going to be our goal. What is the question asking us to find? Then the pieces have to fit together so we make it look like the puzzle picture. So what we want to do is to get what we're looking for, and that's it. Everything else has to cross out. And y'all, I'm working on slowing down because I've been told that I go too fast and I need to slow my roll, but I can't help it because I get excited. So I'm intentionally slowing down. So if it gets annoyingly too slow, y'all let me know. All right. So, boom. We're going to cross out our units so that everything crosses out except for the unit that we're looking for or whatever it is that we're looking for. Because right now, we just are looking for milliliters, okay? So we'll put our puzzle pieces to the side, which are your conversions or your relationships, things that go together. Just like 1 hour is 60 minutes, 1 day is 24 hours. 365 days is in 1 year, if that makes sense, okay? 1 ounce is 30 milliliters. 1 teaspoon is 5. Like that things that equal each other, that go together, they stay together, okay? All right. All right, so boom. What we have here is we need to find the goal. And I was signing paperwork earlier and I did not change my pencil back. Y'all, how y'all doing today? It's been a very busy day. I've been out of town and everything. I tell you, busy. Okay, so our goal is going to be to find milliliters, okay? So what we need to do is we need to put our puzzle pieces to the side. Like I said, the conversions, the things that go together. So if we have cups, I know that 1 cup is what, 8 ounces? And then I know that 1 ounce is 30 milliliters, okay? So if I'm looking, that doesn't look like a Z. Let me fix it. Okay, so if we're looking for milliliters, I'm going to start with what I'm looking for. Do you have to start with what you're looking for? You start what you want to. But if you're on here, I think that you're looking for a way to do dosage calc easier. If you start with what you're looking for, you don't have to go and find it. Makes it easier, okay? All right, so boom. I'll use this puzzle piece right here that has my milliliters in it. Hey, Geraldine Slim. I didn't know you were on. I'm glad you are here too. Yes. Hey, Reese. My birthday twin, right? Okay, so boom. 30 milliliters is 1 ounce, okay? We got ounces at the bottom, so we need ounces to go at the top because ounces is not part of the goal, just milliliters. So everything else has to go away. So we'll use this puzzle piece right here. I put 8 ounces over 1 cup, and now my ounces are crossed out, and I'm left with cup. Cup's not part of the goal either, so it's got to go away, right? So I'll use my cups from here. 12.5 cups. And it's by itself. It's not in a relationship with anything. Anything that you put over 1 is going to be itself. So nurse C over 1 is going to be me, right? Boom. Cups crosses out. So now you're left with just milliliter. And now you can finally do the math, okay? So we'll do 30 times 8 times 12.5. And then divided by 1. So 1. So it will be 3,000 milliliters. Did y'all get that? Yeah, I see Candace got it. Easy setup. Okay, we're going from from household to metric. Yeah, so that's how you did it. Put your puzzle pieces together. Portia, you could use that. You sure could. So we also know that 1 cup is 240 milliliters, but sometimes you don't remember how much is in a cup, but you're like, oh, I know it's 8 ounces though. You know what I'm saying? So just like Portia said, she used 240 milliliters. You could have did 240 milliliters is 1 cup times your 12.5 cups over 1, and then just multiply 240 times 12.5, and you got the same thing. Okay, so either way, you see that the relationships stay the same. The math is gonna math. Okay. Let us do, what else can we do? All right, so this is household to metric again. So 3 tablespoons equals how many milliliters? So what are my conversions? I know that 1 tablespoon equals how many milliliters? How many tablespoons equals, how many milliliters equals 1 tablespoon? 15. Teaspoon, tablespoon, then an ounce. Hey, 5 ml, 15 ml, 30 ml. Okay. All right. So 15 mLs. Right. Thank you, OJ, the juice man. All right. So 15 milliliters over 1 tablespoon. And then we've got 3 tablespoons from our problem because they need to cancel out. Put it over 1. So it's going to be 45 milliliters. Boom. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We're just solving puzzles. So if you know your conversions, that's what's going to be your saving grace. So with dimensional analysis, you don't necessarily have to memorize formulas. Some stuff you cannot get around with formulas, like your BSA, which is your body surface area. What else is a formula? Parkland formula, when you have to use burns for the burn amount, the fluid maintenance for burns. And I'm thinking it's one other thing that you have to memorize a formula for, but everything else you can set it up like this. What is the easiest way to memorize the conversions? Well, okay, so say our gram is our base unit, right? So that's going to be 1. So if you got milligrams and you got micrograms and you got kilograms, I know that if I'm going smaller, right, if I have 1 gram size cookie and I broke it up into a lot of pieces, it'll take 1,000 little crumbs to come together to make a 1 gram cookie. So just like I have a 1 milligram cookie, if I broke it up and I'll have 1,000 pieces to come together to make a 1 milligram size cookie. And just like I have 1 kilogram, the big old kahuna cookie, right? I know that if I broke it up into crumbs, I need 1,000 crumbs to come together to make a 1 kilogram cookie. Maybe? I don't know. I haven't eaten yet. So the cookies came out. I don't know. Should we start with the conversion or what's being asked? I always start with what I am looking for. Sorry. And then you love that analogy. Okay, be thinking about cookies. I keep writing it over and over and do a lot of conversation questions. Oh, conversion questions to get familiar with it. Sounds good to me. Okay. And then of course, teaspoon. So a teaspoon, you set a teaspoon on a table, right? So just in case you can't remember which one is the bigger unit, teaspoon or tablespoon, you put a teaspoon on top of the table. So teaspoon, tablespoon, and then an ounce. 5 ml, 15 ml, 30 mLs. And I have a nifty little video tagged on pinned on my YouTube, not my YouTube, my TikTok. And it's got a little song to it. So yeah, if you grew up in the 2010 era, you would know what it is. But teaspoon 5 ml, tablespoon 15 ml, ounce is 30 ml. Then what's the cup? And then 2 cups equals 1 pint. Then 2 pints equal 1 quart. Then 4 quarts equal a gallon. So yeah, I think that's pretty much. And then of course, 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. And then we know that 1 pound is 16 ounces. So that is your weight. I haven't memorized the quart or the pints. Do we need to know those two? Some people are petty. They want to include all of the household measurements. I mean, it's kind of simple. It's just like 2, and then 4. So 2 plus 2 equals 4. So it's 2 cups, 2 pints, 4 quarts. Yeah. And we didn't do the 1 cup. So 1 cup equals 8 ounces. And then, or 240 mLs, like Portia said. So that's how you would do that. I read that already. All right, so we've warmed up some. Unless y'all want to do some more metric, I want to get into it because I feel like a lot of people get turned around when you see something different than a milligram or milliliter, and you have like units or milli equivalents. So I wanted to put some of those into problems. Also, the day versus the dose. How do I know if I'm looking for a day versus what am I looking for a dose? And the information that I should use to solve the problem. Is that the issues that some of you are having? Y'all let me know. Give me some feedback in these comments. And we got 60 people in here at 363 likes. Can I get some double taps? And thank you to my YouTubers. We are live right now on YouTube. This will be available for the replay once we get done studying, as well as other previous sessions. And then I've also gotten problems broken down in playlists. So if you like dimensional analysis, stick to the playlist that has dimensional. If you want to see other methods like ratio, proportion, and desire over half, go over there. But pick one. Don't try to mix and match and flip-flop and conglomerate. And no, one method, because I feel like when you start mixing matching the methods, you get confused and it makes it worse. Okay. Hey, boss lady 58, how you doing? Okay, so day and dose. All right, so we'll go over some of those. Okay, boom. So we easing on into it. So penicillin, V potassium, 120,000 units by mouth every 8 hours. What's available is potassium V, 400,000 units per 5 milliliters. How many milliliters per dose will the nurse administer? Okay. Can desire over half solve every dosage problem? Negative. Negative, negative, negative. And that's what I be trying to tell people. I had a session with one of my students, what was it, Monday, and they were doing critical dose stuff, and now like all the people who were stuck on desire got to learn how to do dimensional. And she was like, I'm so glad you showed me how to do it, because I feel like everybody is struggling. And dimensional analysis, I'm doing it the same way. It's just adding different elements into it. Portia said you learned the hard way. Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, it's good. It's good for like easy peasy lemon squeezy problems, but once you get into some of these, like it just doesn't fit. Like you have to really be strong at math, or know what you're doing, or know what you're looking for desire to be favored, because I didn't like dimensional. I was a pharmacy technician before I was an LPN, before I was an RN. So I had my math and stuff together. I did not like this. But as I've gotten older and wiser and helping other people, dimensional analysis is the same way. It's straightforward. Once you learn it, you've got it. So give it a little bit, and you've got to practice. You got to do them the same way every single time. And you've got to practice. And once it clicks, once whatever goes off in your brain, and you say, oh, like you won't go back, and it doesn't take forever to do, you can just, you'll fly through them. Okay. So what is our goal? Our goal is milliliter per dose. So we want to have milliliter on the top and dose on the bottom. Okay. So top and dose on the bottom. Okay. So here we go with that bull stuff. All right. Okay. We back together. All right. Okay. So it's 120,000 units per dose by mouth every 8 hours. So one dose is to be given every 8 hours. This number right here is called your frequency. Your frequency is how often you give a dose in a day. Okay. So you use the frequency when there is a day involved in the problem. Okay. Is the goal milliliter per day? No, it's just how much are we going to give in a dose. So you know what? This is going to be fluff, okay? So then we also have 400,000 units per 5 milliliters. So that's all we're going to need. So 120,000 units is ordered. That's one dose. So I'm going to put per one dose, okay? And then I have available 400,000 units over 5 ml. If I'm looking for a milliliter to go on the top, that's what I'm going to start with. So in real life, when you're doing a puzzle and they all fall out on the floor, they don't fall perfectly in place, do they? Sometimes you have to flip-flop them around to get them to fit together. Same thing that we're going to do here. We have a puzzle piece right here with 5 milliliters in it. Well, with milliliters in it. I want that to be at the top, so I'm going to put 5 ml at the top and 400,000 units. Okay. I did nothing, but it's the same puzzle piece. I just moved it around to how I need it to be fitted into the equation. Okay. So now I got units at the bottom. I need units at the top. So this puzzle piece has units in it, right? So we'll do 120,000 units. Piece has units in it, right? So we'll do 120,000 units per one dose. Okay. So now units crosses out, and what am I left with? Milliliter at the top and dose at the bottom, which is our goal. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now we can do the math. So what I do a problem and you didn't put a zero in, you got a crazy big number or a crazy small number. So I keep it into the calculator. I don't write it down. Now, if you want to write it down, you can. Like I said, you ain't got to do nothing I tell you to do. But I'm just here to make it a little bit better. So I'll do all of my numbers in across the top and multiply them. When I get to the top, the end of that top line, I hit divide. I don't hit the equal button. I hit divide. And then all of your numbers go in at the bottom, but you hit divide in between those. So I'll do 5 times 120,000. Make sure all my zeros are in there. Divided by 400,000. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Equals. And then I get it one time. I'll hit equals one time. And then I'll get my answer, which is 1.5 milliliters per dose. Okay. All right. Let's see what y'all saying, because I can't read and do math at the same time. So, okay. Nelly, did you figure out what you did wrong? Because you said you did something wrong. Okay, 1.5. Child, it clicked for me and I actually like it now. Chanelli, I'm telling you, this is where it's at. Order or over availability times your milliliter. Yes, Latrina, that is your desired over half. And it surely would work for this problem. But some stuff, it's not so easy. So let's see, I got 1.5. I multiplied it twice. Okay, so you found out. I divided by 3 doses. I used the frequency. Oops, exactly. So when it's not asking for milliliter per day, or it doesn't have day in the ordered amount, the frequency is not going to be used. So think about frequency equals day, because that's how often a dose is ordered in a day. Okay. I'm sorry, you said when day is involved in the problem, we what? Okay, I think I just said what you were asking me. Because of the properties of math, I always start with dose, order, and add the rest. Okay, nurse. That's cool. I know a lot of people like to start with the dose. I start with what I'm looking for because I'm country. And I say, if you start with what you're looking for, you ain't got to go find it. So everything else seems to line up and you already have your milliliters. You're looking for your dose at the bottom. So everything else just lines up and you crossing your units out. When you're doing these problems, you make sure you write your units by your numbers, because that is the important part. That is the sauce. That's the juice. That's the prize. Okay. You don't know what's crossing out and how to set your puzzle pieces up if you're not writing those units by your numbers. So you must write the units by your numbers, and once you get done, write it because people will count off and you would have been gone through these equations, setting them up beautifully, and then still getting them wrong because you didn't write the units at the end. Okay. Life is in it. You're late. It's okay. We're just a couple of problems in. Miss Mouthy, I'm confused. Where did I lose you? Woo, being a math person, this by far was hard for me to understand so bad. You made it click finally. Oh, yay. I thought we was going down the wrong road. Is somebody popping fireworks? Oh my gosh. Okay, then my mind would overthink and say how many milliliters per dose per day. No, so that's why I write my goal. You only give the problem what the problem's asking you. This is milliliter per dose. That's it. Nothing more and nothing less. Hey, Bree. Hey. I'm so excited for you. Congratulations, Bree. Oh my gosh. Yes. Like y'all just don't know. I'm so excited. So excited. Nurses cometh. Defeat dosage. Okay. Did whoever said that they were lost come back and say where they were lost at? Oh, you just got it. Boom. I wish I was watching when I was in school before I left. Yes. People are like, where have you been? I'm like, I've been here. Just the FYP page didn't let me be great. Okay, so this is different. So this is what I was talking about when I said you had to memorize a formula for some things. So the formula for this would be your BSA, which is your body surface area, and then there's a formula where you have to know you're trying to find the peds dose, which is what it's asking for, what is the peds dose over the adult dose, which is like a constant times the average adult dose that it gives you into the problem. So these, some programs have it, some don't. I just try to incorporate all types of problems that, you know, I see people needing help with. So what we'll do is your pediatric patient has an order for drug M. The patient weighs 28 pounds and is 32 inches tall. So, what is the appropriate pediatric dose in milligrams if the average adult dose is 50 milligrams? So, we'll have to find the BSA first, which is meter squared equals the square root. And because this is in pounds and inches, I'm just gonna do the US version. So that'll be pounds times the height in inches divided by 31, and you take the square root, okay? You also have another formula, which would be the metric one, which is the pounds, well, not the pounds, the weight in kilograms times the height in centimeters divided by 3,600, and you take the square root of that. And then the other formula we'll have to do is the peds BSA over the adult, which is a constant, and that's 1.7, so it'll always be 1.7 times the average adult dose. Okay? So we need to find, I know, Mimi, I know. I'm trying to shake it up, be spontaneous. They say that's how you keep it spicy, right? Being spontaneous. All right, so 28 pounds is our weight. And then our height is 32 inches. And we'll divide that by 31 and take the square root, okay? So 28 times 32 divided by 31. And take square root. And it's going to be meter squared equals 0.53. So then we'll put it, Gigi, I'll go back over it. She's losing it, y'all. No, that's what these people have been showing me that they've been having to study. I'm sorry. So 0.53 is what we got for our meter squared, right? The adult constant is 1.7. And then it says the average adult dose is 50 milligrams. So your meter squared, both of those cross out. And then you're left with your milligrams. So we'll do 0.53 times 50 divided by 1.7. So the pediatric dose is going to be 15.58 milligrams. So let us round. Let's practice rounding, okay? So boom, the rounding rules. So we know that this is the whole number. This is the tenths place, and then this is the hundredths with the th, right? So whatever place that you're trying to round to, so the whole number is everything to the left of the decimal, right? And then we will go one decimal place, so that will be to the tenths, and whatever is in that tenths place is what we would determine what we round to. So if it's 4 and below, it's a no-go. That number is going to stay the same, and then everything else falls off afterwards, right? If it was a 5 or more, we raise the score. So you would increase it by 1, and then everything else falls off afterwards. So we rounded this to the nearest whole number. What would our answer be? So this is what we're looking for. If we rounded it to the nearest whole number. What am I saying? Where did you get 1.7 from? Geraldine, it's a constant. They give it to you. I don't know how they came up with it, but that's what the constant is. It's kind of like a standard number. So yes, if we rounded this to the nearest whole number, it would be 16. So let's take the same number, 15.58. If we wanted to round it to the nearest 10th place, what would our answer be? My Apple Watch is loose. I need another band. Oh. 15.6. Yes. Does that make sense with the rounding? I have a rounding video that I uploaded. I'm working, y'all. I'm trying to go and revamp some of these older videos from like when I first started making them. And there was like, you're going too fast. And I was like, well, it was for TikTok and I just uploaded it here too. So revamping. Trying to make stuff better. All right, boom. And I appreciate y'all for supporting me as I support you. Thank you so much. Okay, so we got 74 people and 2.2K likes. Can we get it to 5? 5. All right, so the prescription for Med S is for Thank you, Harley, for the rose. Thank you. All right. Med S is for 2.5 milligrams per kilogram per dose every 12 hours. The patient weighs 88 pounds. Med S is available as 85 milligrams per 2 milliliters. How many milliliters per day will the nurse administer to the patient? Round to 1 decimal place. When do we use the other formula? The kilogram times centimeter divided by 3,600. That's their BSA. That's the body surface area. What happened, Harley? ATP killed me. Oh, no. Oh, no. Are you going to try again? Say you're going to try again. All right. So what are we looking for? Our goal is to find milliliter on the top per day, right? So milliliter on the top, day on the bottom. So this is a weight-based problem. When I see a weight-based problem, I'm thinking, what puzzle pieces do I need? PPP, your patient's weight, the prescription, and then your product, okay? So my patient weighs 88 pounds. My prescription is this, 2.5 milligrams per kilogram per dose, okay? So that is the amount per dose, okay? So 2.5 milligrams per kilogram per dose. So remember what I said about a day, right? This is asking us how many milliliters are in a day, right? So we're going to have to use the frequency because we're trying to find out how much is in the day. So that means we are going to use this now, okay? So if we do 24 hours in a day and we divide it by 12 hours, that means that in one day, I'll have 2 doses. Is everybody with me? Chief Keef, are you with me? Or whatever Kirk Franklin said. Does that make sense? Yes, okay. When I started nursing school in the 19th, I gotta make sure I watch your video. Yes, and congratulations. Minus the Chief Keef. I don't even know. Look, I'm gonna be like those mamas. What does he sing? Like, mama, he's not a singer, he's a rapper. All right, so 85 milligrams is our product. That's the last P, okay? So if I'm looking for milliliters, right, I'm going to start with my milliliters. So I'll use this puzzle piece. So we'll do 2 mLs over 85 milligrams. I want my milliliters on the top. So that's what I started with because that's what I'm looking for. So I've used this puzzle piece, so it's done. So just like in real life, you can only use a puzzle piece one time. You can't break a puzzle piece in 2. You never broke one in 2, got mad at it, said I'm gonna put this part here and this part there because it didn't fit, right? You kept it together. You keep the puzzle pieces together and you use them only one time. We can flip them, but we can't separate it, okay? Boom. So now we need milligrams on the top. So that is going to be right here. So we'll do 2.5 milligrams per kilogram per dose. Milligrams crosses out. Now we've got kilogram and dose on the bottom. Neither one of those are part of my goal, so I got to keep on going. So I've got this puzzle piece right here with the weight in it. It's in pounds, so I'll need to put my conversion. 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. Kilograms crosses out. So then I'll do 85 pounds. I'll put it over 1 because it's not with anything. It's by itself, right? Pounds crosses out, and now I've got dose at the bottom. I don't need milliliter per dose. I need how many milliliters per day. So this puzzle piece has days and doses in it. So I know that there are 2 doses in 1 day. And you cross your doses out, and everything has crossed out on the top and on the bottom, except for our goal, which is milliliter per day. Does that make sense on how to see what it is that you're trying to solve for and what information to put in your equation? Baby. All right, so I'm going to do the math. 2.2 times 2.5 times 88 times 2 divided by 85 divided by 2.2. I got 4.7. Did y'all get that? Because it said round to the nearest decimal place, right? Well, to 1 decimal place. You're welcome, Margie. Yes, you're welcome. Okay, so I got 4.7 milliliters per day. You still make it look easy. Yes, that is the goal, Geraldine. That is the goal. Can you do it one more time? Yeah, I can run it back. I'll run it back. Replay. All right. Do I do this every day? Felicia, no. No, ma'am. I do private tutoring sessions, so that I do often, but my lives are on Sundays. See, I actually put it up here this time, like my mama told me to do. She would be proud. She said, "You need to put it up there." I said, "Yes, ma'am." So Study Buddy Sunday, Work It Out Wednesday, 7:30 and 8. All right, I got confused because it said grams. You see, I tried to scribble and put milligrams on there. It's 85 milligrams per 2 milliliters. You caught my mistake. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nelly. Okay, I love how you set it up. Yes, that's how we want to solve our puzzle pieces. I forget to put the number that's by itself over 1. As long as you multiply it across the top on those top row of numbers, then cool. If not, throw that 1 up under there so it can show you that it's a placeholder. Felice, I've forgotten dosage calculations, but I love this. Yes. Okay, Portia, we can study together. And you got it. Thank you. Okay, so Nelly, do I need to do this one over again, or was it just because it said 85 grams and I crossed it out and put milligrams and solved it like that? Hey, how you doing? A dream come true. Do it again? Okay, all right. So look, goal. We want milliliter per day. Okay? Because that's what it's asking for. ml per day. So patient prescription product. Patient's weight is 85 pounds. My prescription is 2.5 milligrams per kilogram per dose. Because it's asking for how many milliliters are in a day, I'm going to use my frequency this time. So I know that there are 24 hours in a day, and I'm supposed to give this medicine every 12 hours. So 24 divided by 12 is going to be 2. So in one day, there are 2 doses. And then my medicine is 85 milligrams per 2 milliliters. Okay, so if I'm looking for milliliters, I start with my milliliters, which is right here. So I flip it. Flip. A dream come true. I'm tired. I ain't gonna even lie. I've been gone all day. I'm tired and I'm hungry and my mouth is dry, but here I am. All right, so now I've got milligrams at the bottom. I need my milligrams at the top. So boom, this puzzle piece has my milligrams in it. Gonna put it right there at the top. So it'll cross out with my milligrams that are at the bottom. They cross out. Now I've got kilogram and dose right there, okay? So my weight is in pounds. So that's when I know I need to put my conversion in. That's when your conversions come into play. So kilograms is gone now. And now I can put my pounds. So 88 pounds, and I'll put it over 1. Because it's not with anything. It's living single, okay? And then the last thing is dose on the bottom. I need day on the bottom, okay? So we'll do 2 doses is 1 day. So dose crosses out, and that is everything. Milliliter on the top and day on the bottom, okay? And then I multiply all across the top and all across the bottom, divide the top by the bottom, and you get 4.7 milliliters per day, because it asked us to round to 1 decimal place. And y'all better round, y'all better pay attention, and y'all better round. And label. You're welcome. You're very, very welcome. Okay, everything makes sense with you. You're welcome, Pam. I'm glad it's making sense. I'm glad it's clicking. Yeah, I'm gonna eat. My husband, he actually cooked some dinner. My mom cooked dinner, so I got food coming everywhere, but I just haven't gotten to it. So once we get done, just believe I am. So a provider has ordered drug A, 2.5 milligrams per kilogram per dose, IM, every 8 hours. The patient weighs 48 kilograms. Drug A injection is 40 milligrams per milliliter. How many milliliters should the nurse administer per dose? Okay, so what? Slide me a plate. There you go. Mimi Panini. So what is our goal that we are looking for on this one? Okay, what is our goal? Could you do the desired over half method with it? Yeah, I can show you how to do desired over half. Okay, so yes, we are looking for milliliter on the top and dose on the bottom. Okay, so PPP, patient's weight, prescription, and your product. So our weight is in kilograms this time, so we won't have to use a conversion. And then our prescription is 2.5 milligrams per kilogram per dose. All right, so what is the goal? The goal is per dose, right? Is this asking how many milliliters per day? No. So that means fluff. Remember, we only use the frequency if we talking about some days in it, okay? If we're not talking about the days, the frequency is fluff. Don't think that you have to use every single thing in the problem. That's how we use the goal, the picture on the puzzle box, to determine which puzzle pieces we pull from the information. And if you need to set it up like this, set it up like this. Because if you're reading a problem and it's really lengthy and wordy and it's got all kind of fluff in it, you can get confused. So put what you're going to use to the side. What is my vital pieces of information? What are my puzzle pieces? Okay. So what are we doing? PP and P. Okay, so 40 milligrams per milliliter. Okay, so what we'll do is start with what we're looking for. Do you have to? No, but do I suggest? Yes. So we'll do it like this: milliliter over 40 milligrams. Okay, then we got milligrams at the bottom, so I'll do 2.5 milligrams per kilogram per dose. Okay, milligrams crosses out, and then I've got kilogram and dose on the bottom, so I'll do 48 kilograms over 1. Kilograms crosses out, and then I am finished because I have milliliter on the top and dose on the bottom. Once you get to the goal, stop. I know it's addicting once you start crossing stuff out and you get a groove going. No, don't keep going. Stop at the goal. That's why we got it up there. All right, so 2.5 times 48 divided by 40 is going to be 3 milliliters per dose. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Where is the other kilogram? What you talking about, Harley? This works for me. Okay. Why put dose? Ooh, Lord. I've just put 3 syllables in why. I need to take a vacation out the South because that was a real Southern drawl right there. Why put dose right next to kilogram instead of putting it under the kilogram? Why put Oh, because that's how this is. So these 3 people are poly. Okay, they stay together. It's one person on top and 2 on the bottom. That's how the math be mathing, and that's how you gotta keep it. I don't know who came up with why one of the elements is on the top and the 2 are on the bottom, but that's how they are. So what that first element goes on the top and the other 2 are on the bottom, just like if you was asking for microgram per kilogram per minute, which I do think I have one of those in there, and like you'll probably see that one and you're just like, how do I do this? The same way. You get microgram on the top, kilograms and minutes on the bottom. They don't necessarily have to be next to each other, but where they fall as on top or on bottom, that's the important part. Okay, somebody asked me, well, I showed them how to do this one with desire over half, and I surely will. So this is not for the weak in math. Okay, so if you like doing the puzzle pieces and lining up your units and crossed out, then just hold on for a second. Okay, we include everybody. All right, so boom. If we are looking to do desired over half, we got to find out our desired amount. So that means that we need to find out the amount that's ordered, okay? Because that's what desire is, your desired, right? So you'll take your order and you'll multiply it times your weight because it's a weight-based one. So we'll do 2.5 milligrams times 48 kgs, okay? So 2.5 times 48 is going to be 120 milligrams. We won't use this because we are just looking for a dose, okay? So that's 120 milligrams per dose. If it was per day and you had to figure out per dose, then that's when you will use the frequency, okay? So then what do we have? 40 milligrams is ordered. So your desire is your 120 milligrams. Your half is 40 milligrams times 1 milliliter. Your milligrams cross out, and so then you would do 120 divided by 40, which is 30. Okay, this one is a little bit easier, but when you get into some of the critical drip with the micrograms per kilogram per minute, it gets a little bit more intricate. Okay, so that's how you would do it if you were looking for a desire. I think I missed some of these comments. Let's see. Watch her say with her, you be confident. Hey, that's not the way my professors are teaching me. That girl, man, how they teaching you, lady? How are they teaching you? We don't say scared. Who says scared? Yes. Okay, I see it now. No, we don't say scared. It's a no fear zone. We're not sure, but we gonna get some understanding. And all of our getting, we get understanding, okay? And y'all do have this. Just take some practice and you'll be all right. Would not recommend this part if it's going to confuse you. Yes. Thank you for the disclaimer. How is the total milligram unit when it's milligram per kilogram? Huh? I don't see a unit. How is the total milligram unit when it's milligram? I'm trying to figure that one out. I don't see a unit. Okay. I don't like that one. Well, you don't have to do it that way. I just showed it. If you like the puzzle pieces, we gonna stick with puzzle pieces. Didn't you get 4.7? That was on the other one. I think it was. This one was 3 milliliters. I can't get the other methods. It was too much going on. Some people can't pick it up. But yeah. It'll get harder. So, just kind of feel and see whatever you do. Because, like I said, dimensional is not for everybody. I hated it when I was in school. And I'm just being honest with you because, I just want to be honest with you. I didn't like that. It wasn't until I started doing the lives and the videos and tutoring that, I was like, this is really kind of how we're going to do it. And with the puzzle piece analogy, and it clicks. But if you're going to choose a method, choose one method. If you're going to do ratio, stick with ratio. If you're going to do desire, stick with desire. When you flip-flop and mismatch and try to do dimensional and then incorporate other things, that's when it gets confusing. I personally wouldn't go another way but dimensional. I know Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara, this is Shirley. I know you like dimensional. All right. I love DA so much. You can't go wrong. Me too. Okay. Well, we're going to continue on with dimensional. I think that's what confused me from school. All right. So nurses preparing to administer drug P, 15 milligrams per kilogram per day by mouth, divided into 3 equal doses to a client who weighs 110 pounds. Available is drug P, 125 milligrams per 5 milliliter. How many milliliters should the nurse administer per dose? Okay, so what are we looking for? Milliliter per dose. Okay, so what are our puzzle pieces? Remember, this is a weight base, so PPP, patient's weight is 110 pounds. Our prescription is 15 milligrams per kilogram per day, right? And so we are looking for dose. Remember, if it's got day in it, that's when we need to look at our frequency. So the frequency in this problem is not written like every however many hours. It's written in 3 equal parts, right? So we know that in one day we have to give 3 doses, okay? And then our last P is 125 milligrams per 5 ml. So if I'm looking for a milliliter, once again, I start with what I'm looking for, okay? So 5 milliliters times 125 milligrams. And then I've got this one right here. So 15 milligrams per kilogram per day. Milligram crosses out. And then my weight is in pounds, so I know I need my conversion. So 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. That's one conversion that you're always going to use. That 1 kg is 2.2 pounds, okay? And then 110 pounds over 1, it's by itself, right? So we use that, we've used that, and then the only thing left we have is this one. So I know that one day there are 3 doses. Boom, boom. Everything has crossed out except for milliliter per dose. Does that make sense? If we're looking for, or if we have day in it, how we use the frequency. We were looking for dose, so I know that in one day there are 3 doses. I gotta have my puzzle piece with my dose in it. This semester I have to pass it. Okay, then, come on. I have this on my proctor exam. Okay, how you did, Lava? How did you do, Lava? So if in the prescription it says day, we use the frequency. Yes. So if you've got a prescription and it's okay, so this is the prescription, right? And then we know that a frequency is part of the complete order or a complete prescription. If we are looking for dose and you've got day right here in this order, you're going to use the frequency because we need to know how many doses are in a day. So that's how you use your goal to determine what puzzle pieces you use and what fluff or information that you include, okay? Where can we find practice problems? Ooh, do I got some? I think I have some weight base. Go to my hold on. Here. and then slash resources. And you'll have my cheat sheets with the conversions and such on there. You have practice questions, and you'll have the guide, like the puzzle piece guide, to show you how you break them down. And you use this first, and then you do this, and then you flip this and cross it out. It's kind of like me telling you exactly the steps to take. Okay. Um, what y'all talking about over here? Okay, let me pull this back up because I know y'all probably looking like, what's the answer? Okay, so we'll do 5. Okay, anybody not know how to do the calculator trick while I'm about to do the calculator trick? Y'all let me know. You don't know. Okay, so instead of writing down these long numbers with all these zeros in it, right? And putting it back into the calculator and potentially messing that step up when you did all this hard work, I keep everything inside the calculator. Not to say that you're not human and you still can input a number in wrong, but the less steps you take, the less mistakes you're made, right? So we'll do all of our numbers and you put them in and you hit multiply between them. So we'll do 5 times 15 times, I don't put the 1 because it doesn't make a difference, 110, and then 1, so I'm not going to put that. So once I get to the end of that top line, I hit divide. Now all of your numbers you're going to put in on the bottom too, right? But instead of hitting multiply in between those, you'll hit divide. So I've already hit divide once, right? So I'll do 125 divide 2.2 divide 3, and you'll get your answer. So once you put in all of your numbers with divide in between on the bottom, you hit the equal sign one time, and then you get your answer. Calculator trick. All right. All kind of good stuff here. You got practice problems, you got cheat sheets, you got study guides, you got all kind of stuff. We're doing a webinar. Jakara Lewis, the T's Test Math Prep GOAT herself, on Monday. 7 p.m. Eastern. I have to say Eastern because I always say Central because I'm in Alabama. Yes, you're welcome. If y'all are liking this live session, y'all give me some double taps. Double tap, double tap. Where can I find the cheat sheets? Oh, that website, but at the end put slash resources. And all of it's uploaded. I think I've got some practice questions. I gotta upload some more practice questions. They coming. You from Alabama too, Harley? Okay, cool. Where you from? But yeah, cheat sheets and with the formulas and your step-by-step guide with the dimensional analysis and practice problems. The calculator trick is awesome. Thank you. Woo. Look, y'all better show me some love then. I'm doing a little bit. I do a little bit. Excel, Alabama. Go to the campus in Monroeville. Okay, cool. Cool. Thought you was gonna say one of those long names that I don't know how to say. It's like, well, how do you say that? All right. What is this? The medicine reads drug X 12.5 per kilogram per day by mouth, divided into even doses every 8 hours. Child weighs 112 pounds. The drug X is available in the concentration of 200 milligrams per 5 milliliter. How many milliliters per dose will you administer? Round to the nearest whole number. Are doing these problems like this, these dose versus day, is it making sense? Y'all let me know. Let me know. I love you. I'm so excited about starting school, but nervous as well. But I've got this. Yes, I love you too. I love all of y'all. I am so excited. Y'all just don't know. Like my week was made. It's been a tough week. It's been a tough week. I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. But yeah, when y'all say y'all passed and graduated and waiting on NCLEX now, I'm just like, yay! And you're welcome for the calculator trick. But you got this. School is meant to be hard because you're taking care of somebody. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be like the person that's on Grey's Anatomy or Scrubs or whatever show you want to look at. You know what I'm saying? Like you are going to be the expert. So this is no easy thing. But you got it. We are more than a conqueror through. Yes, I'm more than a conqueror through Jesus Christ. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Sure can. And did and will. Okay, so what is our goal? It is milliliter per dose. Okay, so we'll do milliliter on the top and dose on the bottom. So our puzzle pieces are the patient's weight, which is 112 pounds. Our prescription is 12 milligrams per kilogram per day, right? We got day up in there. So we need to look at the frequency. All right. So every even doses every 8 hours. So we've got to give one dose every 8 hours. We know that there are 24 hours in a day. And then we divide 24 by 8. So that's going to be 3 doses. So in one day, there are 3 doses. Okay, so then our prescription, not our prescription, our product, 200 milligrams per 5 milliliters. Okay, we're looking for milliliters, so I'm gonna start with my milliliters. This one right here, 5 ml over 200 milligram. We'll do 12.5 milligram per kilogram kg per day. So milligram crosses out. Now I've got kgs and days on the bottom. Both of those do not belong in my puzzle picture, do it? Nope. So we'll do 1 kg is 2.2 pounds because I have a puzzle piece with my weight, but it's in pounds. So kg is gone. And then 112 pounds over 1. My pounds cross out, and then I have day left. I need dose. So that's this puzzle piece, right? So one day has 3 doses in it. Boom, boom. I'll probably do some heavy stuff with IV on Sunday nights since we're doing a lot of weight based. But I thought it would be important to show you the day versus the dose. Because that's the hang up for a lot of people. All right, so 5 times 12.5, doing my calculator trick, times 112, divide 200, divide 2.2, divide by 3. I got 5.30. It says that we need to round to the nearest whole number. So what is our answer? You're just trying to recruit all the nurses. I love it. Yes, I am because I've been a nurse for 14 years. I've gone from the bedside to the roadside. You see, ask me about my business. I'm helping people get to the doctors now, right? So I'm not gonna be a young whippersnapper for long. We need to pour into our young and inexperienced, not eat them and encourage them, lift them up because child, I need a good nurse to take care of me. All right, need some knowledgeable dosage calculation knowing nurses because these computer systems are going down. All right, you're welcome, Portia. If you're solving for milliliter per dose, how come we use that last conversion? Because there is, okay, that is a good question. So look right here. That's the total for the whole day. So that's going to give us how many milligrams are in a whole day. Well, yeah, how many milligrams are ordered in the whole day. We don't need that. We just want to know how much to give in one dose. Okay, so that's why we did that last conversion right here. Because if I kept going throughout my puzzle, I have day that was left until I put this puzzle piece, right? And I don't need to know how many milliliters that I would give per day. I need to know in one dose at one time how much as I, the nurse, would give. So that's why I put this last one because that whole amount you can't give to them all at one time. You're going to kill the kidneys, you're going to kill the liver, whatever drug X is and how it's metabolized. Okay, so that's why it tells us that we have to give it divided into even doses every 8 hours. So that is the reason why I put that last conversion, because it's one day there are 3 doses. She said, I know that's right. The next session will be Sunday at 7:30 p.m. So happy, I'm crying. Oh my gosh, Abel. I don't know. I don't want to say it wrong. Why? Um, so it says round to the nearest whole number. So I just dropped the 0. Yep. So our answer will be 5 milliliters per dose, because this right here, so the whole number is right here. We went 1 decimal place to the right. It was 4 or below, so that means it's a no-go. So everything else just drops off, and then the whole number would be 5. That's how you round. I'm scared to be a nurse, not gonna lie. Why? It's fun being a nurse. Neat. I'm late. Days are running together. I know that's real. No, I won't be doing this tomorrow. No, I will not be online tomorrow. I don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow. I'm trying to keep my sanity tomorrow. But I will be on Sunday night. If you want to look at more sessions, you can go to my YouTube channel. If you don't follow or subscribe to it already, please and thank you. And you can see the other previous sessions that I've had and other problems that are broken down individually. Now, if you are not a desire, over half, or a ratio proportion person, stay off of those playlists. Don't mix match them together. Choose one, and stick with it, because then you'll get confused. The reminder is set. The lovely Coco, if you follow me, you should get the notifications. I was doing like the event where you can like set an event and then like it'll push it out, but then like sometimes I'm tardy for the party. Whoa. I don't like when it says like, oh, you're late, and so I'm like, I know I'm coming. I've been doing good though. I've been on time. Because it says dose is taken every 8 hours. Yes. Okay. More like shifts run together. I have dosage soon. I sent your videos to my classmates. Thank you, Oz. I appreciate that. Y'all, thank you for the support and your referrals and your comments and tagging me. Like it's really humbling. Like I don't know. I can't tell you how it feels. It's just I'm just scared because I just turned 60 and my fears started setting in, and I had to tell the devil flee. Okay, 60, come on. Yeah, and if you resist the devil, he must flee. That's what the word said, right? Uh-oh, Stephanie. I have to call you back, Stephanie. I'll call you back, Stephanie. So yeah, we can do all things. Okay, 3 doses in 24 hours. Yes, 24 divided by 8. That's how you come up with how many doses you would give in a day. I have a milliliter question. Per hour, can I send it to you? Yeah. We are all going to go through it with you. Yes. Come on. Come on. They hate our love. All right. Want to see us not do dosage. All right. Drug B, 150 milligrams by mouth 3 times a day is ordered for a child weighing 14 kilograms. The recommended safe dose range is 8.8 to 10.2 milligrams per kilogram per dose, divided into 3 equal doses. What is the recommended safe dosage in milligram per day for this child? Is the ordered dose safe to give? All right, so boom. The thing with these, Lord, I need to turn this off because this is about to drive me nuts. All right, cool. So the thing with the safe dose form, dose questions are to see what is the green zone, what is safe, what is the least amount that they can have and it be safe but effective, and what is the most that you can give it without being toxic. Okay, so the first thing we're going to find out is what that zone is, and you use this right here. Okay, so the question is asking us how many milligrams per day. Okay, so remember when we say if it's got the day in it, that's when we use the frequency. So our goal is to find how many milligrams per day that they can receive. Once we find that, we go back to our order and we see how many milligrams per day is being ordered and see does it fall within the green zone or the red zone. If it's in the green zone, it's safe. If it's in the red zone, okay? So what we'll do is 8.8 milligrams per kilogram per dose, okay? Because we're looking for our milligrams at the top, right? So then our patient weighs 14 kgs. So I put that over 1. Boom, boom. Now I've got dose at the bottom. So look, it says divided into 3 equal doses. This is supposed to be day. Is it supposed to be day? I messed it up. Okay, can we start over? Can I do another one? Because I made it up and I messed it up. Because it's supposed to be per day in the 3 equal doses. So, sorry. Day. That's what happens, you know. I try to outsmart and outdo myself, and yeah, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Do y'all forgive me? Do you forgive me? Please, please. Can I have another chance? Give me one more chance, baby, baby. Give me one more chance, okay? So this is milligrams per kilogram per day, okay? Divided into 3 equal doses. We want to know how many milligrams per day is is safe, okay? So we got 8.8 milligram per kilogram per day. We'll multiply that times the patient's weight, okay? And then your kilograms cross out and you'll have milligrams on the top and days on the bottom. So you do 8.8 times 14, which would be 123.2 milligrams per day. That's the least that they can get. And then the most that they can get, we need to find that out. Y'all, I'm going to wake up one day and I'm going to shock myself. I'm going to be so serious. And I just know today is not that day. All right. So boom, 10.2 times 14 is going to be 142.8 milligrams per day. All right. So okay, Carla, we'll go back. Our safe zone is what? 123, not 132. 123.2 to 142.8. So that's what's safe. Anything that is less than or more than is not safe. Okay. Yes, Mimi, I caught myself. Okay. So listen, that is for the whole day. So remember, this is 1 dose. Okay. 150 milligrams is 1 dose by mouth that needs to be given 3 times a day. So if you do 150 milligrams times 3, how much is that? Brittany, you got it. Exactly. Right? So that's going to be, my watch is going off. 450 milligrams, okay? So is this in the safe zone or is it in the red zone? Sorry, I'm in the way. Is this dose safe? Not safe. Exactly. It's not safe. Sorry. All right. I wasn't talking to y'all. I was being rude. Excuse me. I'm in nursing school. Am I in nursing school? No, but I'm enjoying learning this. Yes. Okay, I came to let you know I passed my first dosage count exam. Yay! We had to pass with a 90. What'd you get, Tanae? Tanae, what did you get today, Tanae? Okay, I was supposed to go back here because I got sidetracked by my kid calling me from upstairs because she wanted to hear my voice. She's sweet, ain't she? Mm-hmm. I'm like, goodbye. I'm on live. I'll call you back. Okay, so somebody said they were lost. So I'm gonna just kind of go back over what we did again, okay? So what we did was after I realized that I wrote the question wrong. We saw that this is the safe dose, okay? So they can have 8.8 to 10.2 milligrams per kilogram per day, okay? We needed to find out what was the safe zone. So that's why we broke it down into these problems. So this right here was the least that they can have. And because I need to cross out my kilograms, I used the patient's weight. And then I got 123.2. And then this was the most that they can have. And I multiplied it times the weight and I got 142.8. So that was the safe zone, 123.2 to 142.8. So anything that falls at or in between these numbers are safe. If it was less than 123.2, that's not enough. It's not therapeutic. That's not a safe and effective dose. And this is all up in the way. Boom. Okay, sorry. But if it was more than 142.8, then that means it's toxic, right? That's not safe either. So after you find what is safe and what is not, that's when you go back to your ordered dose, which is 150 milligrams. You're supposed to give 150 milligrams because that is one dose 3 times a day. So we multiplied that times 3 to get how much was in the whole day, because that number right here was how much they can receive in the whole day. We got 450, which is way too much, right? So that is not a safe dose. Okie dokie, hokey pokey. All right, so let me see what y'all was saying. Because I missed it. Alrighty. I can't. Okay, so this may be a stupid question, but what is a critical care math problem? Oh, I got one for you. You just wait. Just you wait. And Tanae, congratulations again. I'm so proud of you. We're getting 95. Yay. All right, so boom. You want a critical care? I give it to you. All right. Oh, let me make sure we're still good on YouTube. YouTube, we still good? Yes. Okay. So this is you might be receiving a drip in the ICU, like dobutamine, nitro, lidocaine, something, and you usually have it as in micrograms per kilogram per minute. So this problem is giving you drug R, whatever it is, and it's going at 23 milliliters per hour. You got your weight of your patient, and then it tells you how it's applied. They want to know how many micrograms per kilogram per minute the patient receiving. So this one is kind of working backwards. So another example of a critical care one would be the patient is ordered 5 micrograms per kilogram per minute. It gives you the patient's weight and it gives you the concentration, and you need to figure out what to set on the IV pump. This one already gave you what the IV pump is going at, but they want to know how much are they getting. So it's like do 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 do, working forwards and working backwards. Okay. And you have your first dosage class tomorrow. Excited. if it was in pounds, would we have to convert it? Yes, you would do your conversions in the problem. I don't prematurely convert my pounds before putting them into the problems. As you can see, I just always use my puzzle pieces, my conversions. I don't like to change stuff. I don't like to do all those steps, because what if you converted your problem, right? And you rounded the decimal or didn't add enough decimals, numbers after the decimal at the end? That can greatly affect your answer. So the math is going to math. So I just leave it just like it is and let the math take care of it, and I'll round it at the end. Okay? Um mm, 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 mm. As an RN, will we be required to calculate meds? As an RN, I have been in a hospital where the computers were attacked. Yes. As an RN, if you want to do what's it called, the med flight, the flight nurses, when you're like thousands of feet in the air without a computer, and you still got to get these critically dying patients stable. Yes, you need to know. You need to know. Somebody tagged me in a disposition, um a court disposition, and they had given 35 times more ketamine than what was ordered, and it was labeled right, it was ordered right, but the RN did not give it right. So yes, 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 and yes, just yes. Did I say yes? All right. So boom, what are we looking for? Microgram per kilogram per minute. All right, that's our goal. And even if you're not having to calculate these exact things, knowing how much is like available, and you're looking at your milligrams and your micrograms, you're like, that's way too much. You know what I'm saying? If you got something, because a microgram is greatly, it differs than a milligram, right? That's a factor of 1,000 that is different. So if you give these people 1,000 times more than what is supposed to be given, you know what I'm saying? So yes. Okay, I'm done. Microgram per kilogram per minute. All right. So our puzzle pieces, the things that go together. Okay. So we've got 23 milliliters per hour, right? And then we've got our patient weight as 85 kilograms. And then we've got 400 milligrams and 250 milliliters. Okay. Those are everything that goes together, all of our puzzle pieces and our information. Let's do it. Okay. So we don't have micrograms anywhere to be found, do we? Because that's my philosophy. We're going to start with what we're looking for so we don't have to find it, right? Just because it's not there doesn't mean we can't put it. So we got this puzzle piece that has milligrams. I know that I can convert a microgram to a milligram, and I'm looking for micrograms, so I'll start off with the conversion. So we'll put our microgram on the top and my milligram on the bottom, right? So 1,000 micrograms is 1 milligram. Now I've got milligram on the bottom, so I use that puzzle piece right here. 400 milligrams per 250 mLs. Milligrams crosses out. Now I've got milliliter on the bottom, so I'll do 23 milliliters per hour. My milliliters cross out. So my goal is to get microgram at the top, which I already got. Then I need kilograms and minutes at the bottom. So I got hour at the bottom, so I can convert my hours into minutes. So I know 1 hour is 60 minutes. Okay, boom, I've hit another goal. And the last thing that needs to go at the bottom is kilograms, right? So my patient's weight is 85 kilograms. And you know how we normally put that 1 on the bottom? This time it's going to go on the top because I need my kilograms at the bottom, because that's what my goal told me that I needed. Does that make sense? Because a lot of people are like, why'd you flip it? Because it said microgram on the top, kilograms, and minutes at the bottom. They don't have to be in that order. They don't have to be right next to each other, but they both have to be at the bottom. Puzzle piece solved. Puzzle solved, I meant, with my puzzle pieces. So then we'll do 1,000 times 400 times 23. That's a big old number. How many zeros is that? 5. What if you didn't put all those zeros back into the calculator? That's going to change your answer, right? So I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to hit divide. And I'll divide by 250, divide 60, divide 85. And I got 7.21. How about that? So what if we rounded to the nearest tenths place? What would our answer be? She said, which RN department don't have to do it? Case management wouldn't have to. Yeah. What else? I don't think you would. You don't really use a lot of dosage calc in wound care. What else? It's late and I'm hungry, right? So yes, the answer would be 7.2 micrograms per kilogram per minute. And that is an example of one of your critical drips. How do you learn this for beginners? Valisa, I'm glad you asked that. Boom. So, yeah, me and the T's test math tip prep. I mess her name up all the time because it's like a mouthful. Jakara Lewis and her beautiful self, right? She has a YouTube channel and she's also on TikTok. She's on Facebook as well. And she helps students with T's and all things math. She even helps the little kiddies with math in elementary school. So she's going to be there and I'm going to be there. And we're going to be there together to give you a good foundation on starting into your courses, whether you're pre-recs and trying to do your T's and entrance HESI, or you start dosage calculations and you want to do puzzle pieces with me, okay? Yeah, it's free. It's free. It's free. I'm hungry. Do I have another one? I'm gonna do one more and then I'm gonna eat. So yeah, and then of course that website /resources is where you can find the free resources that I have, the cheat sheets, the step-by-step dimensional guide, the practice questions, and yeah, and then of course the replay of this session and previous sessions along with other problems broken down are on my YouTube channel. And then if that's not enough and you just want to privately study with me, then send me a message. I don't have my booking calendar open yet because like I said, life been lifing, but it's getting better. So soon and very soon I will have the times posted that you can freely go and sign up on the booking site. But if you would like to study, just reach out to me in my messages or email and we can set up something. All right, this is the last one. And it has fluff in it. So let's see, can we identify the fluff, okay? And then I'm gonna go eat. All right, so drug B, 2 grams, IV piggyback that's what IVPB means, IV piggyback, okay? To infuse over 75 minutes. Drug B is available from the pharmacy as 2 grams and 250 milliliters of normal saline. The patient is receiving a primary infusion of 0.9% sodium chloride at 125 milliliters. What will the nurse set the IV pump in milliliters per hour to administer the dose of drug B? All right, so what is our goal? Milliliter per hour, right? So with a IV, we want to know the volume over time. How much of the medicine in milliliters is to be given over how long? The IV pump only accepts milliliter per hour, so that's what we have to find, okay? So, is this asking for a microgram? Is this asking for a milligram? Is this asking for a gram? Nope, we're looking for a milliliter per hour. So, guess what's going to be fluff? Because y'all going to try to use it and you're like, I don't know. Okay? Fluff. So, the patient is receiving a primary infusion of 0.9 sodium chloride at 125 milliliters. Nice to know. Fluff. Because what we are looking for is what? Drug B. What to set it to do to give it IV piggyback. And IV piggyback only means that think of a piggyback ride. So if I put Gigi on my shoulders, my 2-year-old, right, that's giving her a piggyback ride. So I'm the primary line, which would have been that normal saline that I crossed out that's going at 125 milliliters. So when you give something IV piggyback, you hang that higher than the main solution that's infusing. So the drug B will then infuse piggyback. So it's going to be higher. It's going to flow right on in. And then after it gets done, the main line or your main solution is going to start back flowing. That's all that piggyback means. Okay. So do we need to know about the primary infusion? Nope, it was fluff. We're looking for drug B. All right. So then we need what? Volume. So it says that it was available as 250 milliliters, and we are to give it over 75 minutes. Okay. So over 1 hour. Okay, it came back in on YouTube. Like, where did it go? And my minutes crossed out, and I have milliliter per hour. So we'll do 250 times 60 divided by 75. And that's going to be 200 milliliters per hour. That's illegal for them to add all of that wording. I do it because they do. They will fluff it up. They will fluff it up, fluff it up, fluff it up, fluff it up, fluff it up. But we know better. We know better. Use your goal. That's why I tell you, what is this question asking you to find? Nothing more, nothing less. Use your goal and your common sense. Is this asking you for grams, milligrams, and all this other stuff that it was given? No. We know that I need my volume, which is milliliter, over how long it takes to put those milliliters into the vein, and not the frequency. Because what do we say frequency was? How many times you would give a dose in a day. We are not asking anything about a day. So if it had a frequency in it, it would have been fluff too. Okay? They can't hold us down. Nope, nope, nope. How do you sign up for the free class? You can go to the website, that same ABRN tutoring site. If you click on events, it's there. The flyer, I guess, that I posted with the QR code, you can go there and click on it. You can't sign up for, are you trying to sign up for the course or for tutoring? Portia and Kira, I hope I answered your question. I'm grateful for you. Tutoring. Yes. Okay. So yes, if you are trying to book a session with me, it will not work because I don't have my books open. But if you tell me in my DMs or email what day you want to study, then I will set it up manually and send it out. Yeah. 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 So what, how y'all feel? Come on, let me know. Let me know something. Tell me how you feel. Tell me something good. Tell me. hopefully this has been informative and kind of cool. It's always nice to meet new students who come on here. I'm truly humbled at what God is doing in my life and your lives. When you come back and tell me how you pass, it is such a blessing. And it's so awesome to see people progressing and pass and to be living out their dreams.